Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. There is a lot of drama happening in America, and I thought I'll just comment on it. I think for some of you may not have been following what was going on. President Biden was the candidate for the Democratic Party election, presidential election this coming November. Has finally withdrawn, and I think many would say his health and his performance in the debate with the Republican rival Donald Trump did not go down well. His performance was below par, and I think many people attributed it to age. So for the last 3 weeks, he's been under pressure that he should step down, and he has finally considered. And he stepped down and endorsed Kamala Harris, the vice president, that she should take his place as the Democrats' presidential candidate. And this has been endorsed by others and not by everybody. And one of the really big guns in the Democratic Party is former President Barack Obama. And he has not endorsed Kamala Harris as the candidate for the party in the November election. And this has generated a lot of speculation. And I would like to play you a video of some of the speculation that has been going on. And I'll give you my own take on it.
And some time later, he then made a statement on social media that he is endorsing Kamala Harris. I just did a video of who I believe is going to be her running mate. There's a lot of chatter, but the most likely candidate and the one that Trump's party has been somewhat worried, not worried, but they are the one they think this, and most people think this is going to be Senator Mark Kelly from Arizona. You have to watch that video. He is pretty untouchable when it comes to as far as attacking him. But this is what you need to know. Obama just put out a statement on Medium, okay? And it says his statement on President Biden's announcement. You need to watch this. So Joe Biden has endorsed Kamala Harris. And I'm not going to read this entire thing. I want to get to the meat and potatoes right here. Look at
What's the fastest way to get relief for toenail fungus? Is it A, apple cider vinegar? Is it B, tea tree oil?
Sorry about that. I didn't realize we were going to have an advert in the middle of that. But we'll just have to allow the advert to go through. And then we'll come back to the discussion itself. Sorry about that. Let me line this up one more time. Sorry about that. My apologies.
Obama has to say. We will be navigating uncharted waters in the days ahead, but I have extraordinary confidence that the leaders of our party will be able to create a process from which an outstanding nominee emerges. I believe that Joe Biden's vision of a generous, prosperous United States that provides opportunity for everyone will be on full display at the Democratic Convention in August, and I expect every single one of us to be prepared to carry that message of hope and progress forward into November and beyond. He is not endorsing Kamala Harris. There have been two paths that have been talked about. The first one is the one you're seeing that Joe Biden is taking, where he drops out, endorses Kamala, then she is able to take up his, all of his fundraising. They have over 1,000 staff, 100 offices around the country for campaigning. She can take over that infrastructure because she's part of the Biden-Harris ticket. She can take over the millions of dollars that have been raised because she's part of the Biden-Harris ticket.
I think we can. We don't have to listen to all the details of that proposal. The meat of the argument here, as far as I'm concerned, why former President Barack Obama has not endorsed Kamala Harris is, like he says in that statement, we'll be navigating uncharted waters in the days ahead. But I have extraordinary confidence that the leaders of our party will be able to create a process from which an outstanding nominee emerges. Democracy, we should never forget, is power to the people. Democracy, according to US American President Abraham Lincoln, is the government of the people, for the people, by the people. Yes, Joe Biden was nominated by the Democratic Party in an open, transparent, and democratic process. He wasn't just nominated by a few individuals in the party to be the presidential candidate. He went through the mill of being nominated by the membership of the party in an agreed process that was transparent to everybody. Okay, he has turned out that health-wise is not able to carry that mandate through, and they stepped down. The temptation to short-circuit the process now and have a few individuals decide who should be the replacement is overwhelming. But I think former President Obama is right in arguing that this should be subjected to the full democratic process. The Democratic Party is supposed to be holding its convention on the 19th of August. And the process right up to there would mean the Democratic Party will have the opportunity to have the delegates who are going to come to the convention decide who should replace Joe Biden. And at the convention, the delegates will then confirm who they want. If, for the sake of argument, some of the delegates were to come out very strongly in favor of another candidate other than Kamala Harris, then the party is duty bound to come up with how they're going to confirm which of the contesting candidates should go forward. But that process too must be transparent to everyone. And therefore, then the likes of former President Barack Obama and the leader of the House of Representatives, Pelosi, failing to come out to publicly endorse Kamala Harris. Even if that is the candidate, if they were to vote right now, they would endorse, is neither here or there. It is, they are just accepting the reality that the membership of the party, the people, should be given a meaningful say in the process. Because I think if they were to come out now and endorse one particular candidate, it could be seen as trying to influence or to short circuit the democratic process. And it is on that ground that I would say what President Obama has done, I think is the right thing. Some people have often said that 2 cheers for democracy, for the simple reason that democracy itself is indeed a messy process. And therefore then does not deserve the traditional 3 cheers. But one has got to accept that the democratic process, messy as it is the best system of government there is. And those who try to short circuit it, they're not improving the system, but they're destroying it. You do not want those in power to abuse their power and short circuit the people's power. I believe that is the moral of the story here. If the Democrats come 19th of November should endorse Vice President Kamala Harris, that is the democratic process. If they should come up with somebody else, there is a contest and Kamala Harris emerges, I think that will only strengthen her position. If she was to lose, as much as she will be disappointed with the result, the party, the Democratic Party, can be rest assured that they will be going into the November presidential election with the candidate, the choice of the people, of the Democratic membership. Even if they were to lose that election, they would lose it, but say we had the candidate the members wanted. If they were to go into the election with a candidate the leadership or a few select few wanted, then they would have shortchanged the party because he or she would never be seen as the choice of the membership of the people. I really endorse that democracy is important and it is the best solution in terms of system of government we can have. I do also acknowledge that it is sometimes messy, but that is to be expected. It's not a perfect system, but it is the best system there is. All the other alternatives, autocracy, dictatorship, are not an improvement at all. And that is the lesson that we have got to learn from all this. Thank you very much for listening, and have a nice day.